Hi guys, it's Mishel, Deception Bytes, and I wanted to get us caught up on the Q post, especially because I won't be uploading anything tomorrow. I have about a 6-hour drive and 2 medical appointments, so yeah, I doubt that I'll have time to post anything tomorrow, but let's get caught up anyway, so that if there is a big dump tonight or tomorrow, which I'm expecting, quite frankly, I'll be able to work on it on Thursday and get something uploaded then. So let's start with the April 10th. And today isn't that awful? Today is April 11th. I had to actually look at what day today was. That's how busy I've been today. It's crazy. All right. So Q said, clarify, Chongqing, Tuesday, demand, Xi, confirmed tariff reduction, Tuesday, China, cars, article proves foundation, and he had left us a link to an article, which is in the previous post, major import, Ford, U.S., start, Q. Now, Ford is moving into China, and they have been selling in China, so, and doing quite well. And you know, I think that Q is saying that because Q had said that, you know, China would do the right thing in terms of the tariff. Well, indeed they have, because they have confirmation has come today, which is Tuesday, and let me go out to it and show you. And notice that it's dated April 10th, the same day as Q's drop, and I'm hoping this doesn't, yes.
This week's profitable moment from the floor of...
Sorry. All right, and anyways, it says China's Xi Jinping says tariffs on car imports will be cut this year. So this is confirmation. Chinese President Xi Jinping on Tuesday said his government would significantly lower tariffs on vehicle imports this year as part of efforts to further open up its giant economy to the world. So, just as Q said, we received confirmation, clarity, where was the other word? I thought he said clarity, demand. They demanded that China lower it, and she confirmed tariff reduction. Yeah, okay. So confirmed tariff reduction, it's been confirmed. So, and it's on cars, and the article that he had provided previously provides a foundation, and it's a major import, yes, Ford, U.S., and I think what he's saying here is that's just the start. So that's good news. Now, let me make this a little bit bigger. The next, hang on here, I don't know why that is so small. The next post, it says, actions today, that was yesterday, raid, and that of course is the raid on his attorney's office, will be met with swift action. FBI burning midnight oil. So I would assume that the FBI are the ones that are going to take the action, because they're the ones that are burning the midnight oil after the raid. So that's what that would imply to me. Now let's go to the next one. And this was yesterday's as well. And I'm just making this bigger. I don't know what happened to my... Okay, there we go. Yeah, it says trust Sessions, trust Ray, trust Kansas, trust Horowitz, trust Huber. And I just wrote because I don't know, sometimes with all these names, I have to think like, okay, what is their position? Because it's a lot to keep straight. And I'm thinking, okay, well, if I have to sometimes think and second guess myself, I'm sure you do as well. So I just wrote it all down here. Of course, Sessions is Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Ray is Christopher Wray, Director of the FBI. Kansas is Mike Pompeo, former Director of the Central Intelligence Agency, and now he is Secretary of State. Trust Horowitz, Michael E. Horowitz, and he's the Inspector General of the Department of Justice, and Trust Huber. And John Huber is the Attorney General for the state of Utah. The person, Attorney General Jeff Sessions, tasked with looking into Republican claims of FBI misconduct and whether more should have been done to investigate Hillary Clinton's ties to a Russian nuclear agency. So, and again, we hear these names all the time, and I know we know who they are, but really, and maybe it's just me because I'm incredibly tired, but sometimes I second guess myself and think, oh, what is their position again? So, now, here's the next one, and the last one. No, it's not the last one. I lied. Q said, let me make this bigger for you. No, Q didn't say, let me make this bigger for you. Okay. Here we go. So there's this lovely picture. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I'm telling you, you can't take me anywhere. Oh, and you guys that are saying that I need to get a scroll mouse. I am not on a desktop, I'm on a laptop, and that's, I'm actually sitting in a very comfortable chair too, so I'm like, I don't know how I would incorporate a mouse into this scenario, but I'll try to tap more gently. All right, so this is the picture that he wants us to look at. Nice picture, beautiful picture. Who is standing next to Pence and POTUS? Well, let's take a look. Well, this guy and this guy. No, it would be this guy. This guy and this guy. So Admiral Rogers, right here, and that's the head of NSA, and Mike Mattis, Secretary of Defense. Now, somebody else pointed this out too, somewhere. Notice how this is an odd angle for these, whatever it is. I don't know if they're, tablets or what they are, but they're aligned kind of strangely, and they said, oh, look, they're aligned like that, and then, it points to this guy, and he's the only one with his hands crossed. Everybody else has their hands down straight. But I don't know, and they think, oh, it's a Q thing. I don't know. I don't see that there. I think that these could be something that's taking their picture because of the way it's pointed. It could be, I don't know, it could be any number of things, but I don't know. I guess it's possible, but I think it would be a stretch. So that's just my opinion, though, and I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. All right, so next, Q says, message. Was this a message, having them stand next to him? Well, it shows that they're trusted. It shows that they're of importance because they're standing next to the president and the vice president. So, yeah, I would say that it sends a message. And then he says, and I like this, Bolton cleaning house. You gotta like that because it's, you just gotta like it. So like it. And John Bolton, of course, is a national security advisor. And out they go. A clean house is very important. Now, notice that he capitalized house, so we know what he's talking about. Here, house is not capitalized, so he's cleaning house. He's taking out the garbage. So, and then he ends it, as he always does, with Q. So, let's go to the last one. And that'll bring us up to date as of 12:47 on April 11th. It's now April 11th. Okay, at Snowden. Yes. Testify, then drop. We have it all. These people are stupid. Fireworks. POTUS weekly address. End. Q. So he's saying at Snowden, yes. So he's telling Snowden to do something or answering something for Snowden. And then he's saying testify, then drop. I think, Zuckerberg's going to testify, and then there's going to be a drop of something. Something significant's coming. That's what I think. And he says, we have it all. These people are stupid. Fireworks. Boom. That's what I think. Like, okay, this is going to be a big display here. POTUS weekly address. Now, his weekly address that he retweeted and drew attention to was about the Democrats doing the right thing in California and about the immigration debacle. So I'm not sure if he was referring to that or an upcoming weekly address. And I think that, we will see. So then he says end. So it's the end of something. Something is coming to an end. Or maybe it's the end of POTUS weekly address. Not sure. But we will have to see. What he is referring to there. Now, in terms of just cleaning up some stuff from the last time, well, actually it's been the last few times about Epstein Island and so forth, I wanted to bring this to you guys. First of all, I found this on the boards, and then I found somebody tweeting it, and so I copied their copy, and it's not from Q. This isn't Q's trip code, but it's interesting because they say Army Corps of Engineers are inside the wire at Epstein Island. The guys he hired to fill the tunnels are our guys. The earthquake that happened yesterday forced them to stop work for 24 to 48 hours, working underground, aftershocks. Within that time frame, Snowden opened the accounts for us to look at because he wrote the security and is an admin long enough to wash the fruit of the poison tree. Now they have grounds. Now they are effing raiding Epstein Island. Think about it. We were a bull in a china shop last night raiding these accounts. Everyone knows now. You think these people aren't trying to get out of Dodge? They won't be allowed to escape. So it's interesting because this person is writing as if they have information, and it comes after there have been pictures that the island is on fire, and maybe not the entire island, but there is fire there. So something's happening, and I think that the catalyst too was uncovering Ray Chandler or Rachel Chandler, and certainly that picture of all the different channels. And I've seen some of those pictures cleaned up, and yeah, it's not good here, but hang on, I gotta show you this too. I ran across this today, and I thought that you guys might be interested. Sorry, I'm talking through a yawn. That's incredibly rude. Okay, that's not what I wanted. So let me do this. And not that, not that, not that, not that, not that. We're coming to it. Okay, this is one of them I wanted you to see. They said that this is a tennis court, and it is painted like the top of it to look like a tennis court. Well, that's not a tennis court because look, it's raised. There's no way you could play tennis on that. And then pictures of it later, it looks like this. And, whoops, sorry. And, okay, sorry. Doesn't look like it would ever be a tennis court. And, it looks like there's water surrounding it. And I don't know, like a stone or something in the middle. I don't know what that is, to tell you the truth. And let me go here. Now, remember when Q said bunker, forest, blue? Well, here's a bunker in the forest, and it's blue. Is this what they were talking about? Is this what Q was talking about? I don't know, but it's as good as any guess I've heard. In fact, it's the best guess I've heard because nobody else has really put forth anything. So, and then this shows, and I think they were wondering if that's an entrance to a bunker, an underground bunker. I don't know. Now, then this, it says whatever that is, built into hill, entrance to an underground tunnel. Well, it does look like something is built into the hill there. So, and we do know that there are underground tunnels, so it could be. And here is another door into a hill. And, you know, it looks very, very much like a door to me. So where's it go? I mean, it's got to be an entrance to a tunnel. It has to be. Okay. Now, I had something else here. This. And they are pointing out that this, okay, this is the temple, which apparently is now gone. They've dismantled or whatever. But they are saying that this is painted on. It's not, it looks like a door, but it's not. It's actually an elevator. I don't know. Yeah, paint job is a ruse. And this is a picture of the elevator. So, I don't know. I mean, in and of itself, doesn't prove anything. It's just interesting because, you know, I'm sure this temple is hooked up to the tunnels. It would have to be. It's probably everything is connected to the tunnels. Now, this is one of the ones that were cleaned up, but I've seen a much better cleaned up version, and so I'm going to look for that, and I will provide that at some point. And yeah, this is the one of the island on fire. One house destroyed, 3 damaged after flames spread to homes on. Oh, that's called Fire Island, but I don't know. Oh, okay. Fair Harbor Fire Island. Flames quickly engulf a house. Okay. You know what? Maybe that fire thing is misinformation, because that's the picture that they've been passing around and saying that the island's on fire. But that's clearly not Epstein's island. So, interesting. Anyway. So I guess maybe that's all that I found here. What's this? Let's take a look at this together. Mob deep rapper prodigy tried to expose elite pedophile ring before he died. Well, that's interesting. But this isn't big enough for me to see much. I'm going to look for this to see if I can get a copy that's actually large enough to view. But that's it. I think I had put Epstein Island in the search thing on Twitter, and this is what came up. And it's interesting. This isn't very big, but you know, Ray Chandler and her modeling agency. These are some of the kids, and this says models to watch in 2017, as predicted by Midland agency Rachel Chandler and Walter Pierce. Now, if you look at those kids, and they are kids, they don't look happy. They don't even particularly look clean, and they sure as heck don't look like models. So, what are these? Is her modeling agency a place where you can bid on these children? Are they up for sale? I don't know. But they do not look happy at all. None of them. And in a lot of her pictures, the so-called models looked like they were drugged. So anyway, I wanted this to be a short post, so I don't want to, oh, yeah, I wanted to show you this too. Apparently, there is a life-size cow on Epstein's Island. And of course, that is in paying homage to Moloch, which is, this is the Canaanite god Moloch, who they used to sacrifice children to. And Moloch was in the form of a cow, and they would put, wood or whatever burning in his chest, and then they would place the arms of the child in the arms, and the statue actually was mechanical and would put the child into the fire. It's really quite sick. So yep, there's that, and I'll make sure that there's nothing else here that I missed, because I know you guys are interested in this. So this says massive fire reportedly seen on private island owned by billionaire and sexual predator Jeffrey Epstein. But is this, well, this is a different picture. I don't know, to tell you the truth. I wish that Q would say something about it and, actually either confirm or deny. But maybe he can't at this point. Now, remember when I pointed out that sundial? Well, apparently that is a place for sacrifice, because if you look, the benches are all around, and then they have stones around here. This is an intersection. You can tell that cars have been going in here, and there's boulders here to guide the cars so that they won't go into the middle. And it's a round stone, and circling stone benches, flat-topped sacrificial stone. Well, it could be. I don't think anybody knows for sure, but it could be. And it's near that tennis court, so-called tennis court, and embankment. So whether that's significant, I don't know, but there's a lot of strange things that obviously go on there. And of course, that's that picture again. And I think that's it. Oh, there's, wow, I haven't seen footage like that before. Anyway, okay, so that's it for tonight. I'm sorry, I know I didn't bring that much to you guys tonight, and it's probably, I don't know. But that's all I have for tonight, and I will talk to you guys later, and stay safe.